Do I? Huh. Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth. Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's...
Yes, please.
Well, looks like Sinotop.
You fear death. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family.
If you're not yet convinced that Dr. Friedlander is a scammer, if you have no money and call him, you will get an interesting reaction.
Michael, Doc, I gotta talk to you. I've been having these.
Let me stop you there. The pre-charge on your account didn't go through.
You come here to my village, and you treat my people...
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
Well, hello, friend.
You've made your bed.
Here, will ya?
We may all be desert dwellers. The people of Aru Village care little. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
Some mystery man told me.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up.
Yes, it was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
That's one.
Huh?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my...
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't... He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Hard to do with multiple companies under your watch. Like it or not, Pewds might need to retire.
Smooth.
Like that. And retirement means more time.
Okay.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery... Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the Village Keepers away. I refused. It strikes me now that this secretive character shared...
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the... They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take...
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought, but what could they want with...
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the Village Keeper.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on time to go.
Yes.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radical. All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's...
What scheme is the academia?
You look worried. Yes. I'd look for them myself. You have a strong idea.
So he's just regressed to his actual age. I guess when you cut the hostile business takeovers out of your life, your body really starts to slow down.
We should never have brought him here. You're right there. I can't stand to see him like this.
I know just the fix. There we go. He seems much happier now. But in order to revitalize him, he needs to be placed back in his...
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely...
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly... Hey, what's with the...
You never think things through before asking questions.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy!
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and...
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here.
Grandparents in a
Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah, you're all...
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had.
5 to 10 minutes, you're gonna be so
Huh?
embarrassed here.
Right here in the...
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word?
You mean some of them...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observed. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors in.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's.
Right. You were asking about the
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radical.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this,
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Oh yeah, that's why. So with their cover load, that's how his frustration builds up.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that you're...
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
Wants to see that other carriage of yours all the time, Brian. Luckily, Brian's bailed out quickly, but is now subject to random checkouts.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different... We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we...
My apologies for posing my questions like that.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere, and some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to and then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone until...
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. Well, I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes... Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away, and it used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go.
And that's why
Well, Carter wins in the end, but at least Brian can be a superstar Well, that's what happens when you make a deal with the devil. There's always a catch.
Full throttle!
He also has to deal with the consequences of having a couch overrun.
Try and stop me!
There's a universal sign that if furniture's left alone, a lot of stuff, like mail, other people's pets. If you want, you can take it.
I was thinking we lived in a safe neighborhood. Apparently I was
Directed by this, Peter decides to start a neighborhood watch, which mostly entails shining lights in people's houses and carrying a gun on their waistband. Are you kidding? Give that information to the FBI already.
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert, ruins are all that remain to tell the story of the past.
There is no escape! Burn it down!
Bow your head.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Wrath from the sky! Rise with the sun!
Silence!
Shine down! Burn it down! Rev the engines! Light up the blazing sun! Rise with the sun!
My guiding stars.
Suddenly see the temperate waters of eons past.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings? They look super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Make things right.
He's a good kid from a good family. I just got scared and I did something stupid.
When Cleveland sees Peter's willingness to take accountability, they put the past behind them and become friends again. His old-timey racism
This is the
defeated
one.
for now, but he'll be back. His comes back. But his anti-Semitism turned out to be the only way to talk about it ruining the Christmas carnival for everyone else in Christmas Guy. So it's Christmas in Quahog, and Lewis wants to take Stewie to the carnival.
Let's go in and take...
Not entirely sure, but I think Chris is excited about it too. He must be injecting the Christmas spirit straight to his veins this year. When the family arrives at the mall, it seems to be lacking in both
Hey,
Holly
Ethan.
and Jolly.
We haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon...
But never fear, everyone's favorite 2-episode main character, Vinny, is
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Well, you have your work cut out for you, Peter. My father's always hated Christmas.
So what kind of festive ideas does Peter have up his sleeve?
You know what's guaranteed to put you in the holiday mood? Right at Christmas.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Relatives you don't hate in the first place.
Huh?
I kind of
What was
feel like
that
Carter's
sound?
batting 0 for 2 in that realm.
there it is.
What does Carter have to share about his year?
What was his father, Carter?
It's coming from that direction.
Stool for his blues. Damn it, I'm not proud of that.
Okay, how about they try
Is
another
the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here.
This is what this is all about, then yeah, I'm with Carter. Christmas sucks.
You know, I still don't like Christmas, but I kind of like what we just did.
Hey, now I know what you can get for Christmas. A therapy session. Any more bright ideas, Peter?
But being proud of Christmas is estimating like you would any other day, but feeling guilty about it because it's Christmas.
So, no. The answer to that previous question is no.
I'm not getting the holiday spirit, so you can stop trying.
As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Like that, Carter finds it within himself to bring the Christmas carnival back. It turns out joy and cheer isn't the way to his heart, it's his blatant anti-Semitism. I'm sure your buddy Jesus would be very proud of him. And I'm not sure Jesus would have approved of Carter's use of the Tea Party to abolish Quahog's government so his businesses could finally be unregulated in the episode Tea Party. So Peter and Quagmire are hanging out in the clan, complaining about what men their age usually do.
Government, giving all the good poses to firemen. I want them poses.
That's right, it's a
Based on their message of low taxes and limited government.
Peter doesn't care much for tea, but he does love parties, so he decides to join.
Silly.
Regular people trying to take back our government.
He thinks the movement is just a ploy created so big businesses can take advantage of working class people, but come on, look at that hat. That's a hat of truth and honor right there. So Peter decides to check out one of their outfits.
Yo, working man!
Well, that's the bluest blue-collar name I've ever heard, so he must be legit.
The government wants to tell you how many children you can have.
A party of only the most upstanding citizens, I see. But of course, the cover's blown pretty quickly.
Carter? Oh, hey, you're involved with the Tea Party?
I guess Brian was right after all. Let me add that to the list of things that pains me to say.
The truth is, I could actually use a regular guy like you to help get our message out.
But the family has some doubts about Carter's true intentions.
Carter wants to get rid of the whole city government of Quahog.
It'll be just like the Wild West again. Whiskey for a nickel, disagreement solved with a shootout at high noon, and a spit bucket always available to hawk a loogie into. Just as the founding fathers intended. And with enough rallying and marching, Peter actually succeeds.
I hereby declare Quahog city government disbanded.
While no law, order, or infrastructure sounds fun, it also unsurprisingly leads to a lot of harm.
Where's all that smoke coming from?
Computer Schmidt Industries refinery. And it's not smoke. It's a giant cloud of pollution.
As a clam who lives in the ocean, let me tell you, that pollution thing is not as good as it sounds. Mostly because it doesn't sound good at all.
And it's up to us, the people, to find the solution.
Problem anyway. So, upon reflection, I guess we do kind of need to know.
There might be a way out of this. What? We just talk to the guy who got us into this. He'll know what to do.
You mean the guy directly benefiting from all this anarchy? Yeah, I'm sure he'll be open to changing things. But it doesn't look like Carter will be much help.
I don't think he's gonna help, Peter. But if rich people aren't looking out for us, who is?
My guess is aliens, but that's a conversation for another day. So Peter speaks to the community about his brand new idea to surpass the government.
I think that we should elect some people to represent us, and they can make rules and choices on our behalf.
A whole unique idea that's never been done before. Even though
Full throttle!
in this episode, Ripple Effects just Peter's got confirming the common man while he benefits. How unlike our own world. Peter would step into a new type of world, where he ends up tearing down a threatening village filled with his money and scam Yankees. So Carter and Peter are spending the day together, and they have all of this.
Taking what I'm taking?
Yeah, it's a little early for the need that.
Try and stop me!
Progression of sitting naked at the top of your father and mom. And you guys are making all the things today.
But they done this stuff to me. You wanna see a guy in a human-sized hamster ball? Yeah.
So thankfully they just watch funny internet videos, but when Carter checks his email, he notices a new message from a Nigerian woman.
And as soon as he gets his money, he's $1 million.
Believe it or not, this is one of the oldest email scams, dating all the way back to the early years of the internet. And people actually fell for it. But Carter and Peter are too smart for that, right?
You're gonna send his money? So, absolutely. I mean, can you imagine if you make $1 billion?
Mind you, $1 billion for a billionaire is like the equivalent of 10 bucks for you and me. But the guys just can't wait to tell the ladies about their victory. Oh, they did more than fall for it. They did a somersault and crash landed right on their face into it.
I'm going to Africa and get my money back. You're coming with me.
And so they do just that. Wow, I can't believe they made Africa a real country after the Lion King.
God, look over there.
Oh, that's just a poor word forming a child. Carter's probably taking notes for when he gets back home. And following that brings them to a small African village.
All right, find our prince and get my money back.
Well, Africa was fun for the first 5 minutes. But it turns out they may have more in this country than they thought.
Damn right I am. That's it.
Hit.
That's an hell of a title. You think I could get that on my driver's license? The Great Father Clan. Or the Great Father Sweaty. That would
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert,
So Carter managed to hook up with school, clean drinking water, and a hospital. Surely that should warm his icy black heart.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, because I'm taking it all back. You heard me.
They did steal from him, but it was only $100,000. Again, that's like if you only had $100 and someone stole a penny from you.
Tear it all down. Now.
So the village does just that, but Peter isn't having any of it.
No, Curtis, I can't let you do this. I won't stand by.
There is no-
further ruin this terrible place.
I'm with Peter, but maybe it isn't the best idea to insult the guy with enough money to achieve God status here.
Here's $5,000. Lock up that fat ass.
So luckily, word of Peter's imprisonment makes its way back to Lois. Yeah, that's about the reaction I was expecting. One casual flight to Africa later, Lois confronts her father.
Who ate a poison?
Not only does she convince him to rebuild the village, but she also prevents him from having Peter taken out by the police.
Yeah.
And you just know he's really been wanting to do that for years.
Sorry I almost had you shot. Oh, that's all right. I got a fever of 100.
Well, if there's one lesson to learn from this, it's that it's always ethical to steal from a billionaire. Just don't quote me on that. Reporter Trisha Takanawa would try to get a quote from Carter to expose his plan to use poisonous materials in beer cans, while also seducing Carter in the process, and Carter and Trisha. So Peter learns that Carter has bought Hawthorne and Patriot Brewery. How long do you think this show has to go on? There's a whole brain cells left in his head. But hey, now Peter gets to work for his father-in-law. Worst nightmare.
What are you doing here? I'm working. No way.
Something tells me that excitement is a little less happy to be working with his daughter's husband, and more gonna torture the crap out of this guy.
I've decided that as your new boss, I'm going to require you to have a standing desk.
Keep up.
Not exactly a punishment for most people, but this is absolute torture for Peter's needs. When as Peter's leaving work, he overhears Carter talking about doing something highly
Burn it down!
Silence! One with the force.
tape! Rise with the sun!
Settle down.
Can't see?
And there you have it, Channel 5 News on the air.
Now, that's some undercover reporting. Trisha is shot the best of you. Tom Tucker would have never slept with Carter to get this info.
I thought we were in love.
Why don't we let you be there? I'm sorry, it's time for me to go.
Trisha's expose earns her a local Emmy nomination, so Carter and Peter decide to crash the celebration by spiking her drink.
It'll make her instantly triple herself. Tripling is when you vomit, defecate, and organs of...
Yet another incredible innovation in modern medicine. They managed to get that stuff in her drink, but Peter has second thoughts after seeing how her mother treats her.
You don't look on Channel 10, just Channel 5. What happened?
Yeah, not sure that's how that works, Mrs. Dated Stereotype. Not wanting to ruin her big night, Peter takes one for the team. Knocking it out of her hand was probably the smarter move. Carter hardly learns his lesson here.
Look,
The episode ends
there's
with
someone over there.
Babs.
Good idea. Let's approach him.
That's what everybody was thinking about me. Trust me, she'll come back if we need her.
But that isn't the only time Carter kicked Babs to the curb, as he also
Wait.
cheated on her with another woman and tried to get Peter to keep it a secret and welcome back Carter. So Peter and Lois are over at the Peter Schmidt estate.
You're-
Carter is suspiciously nowhere to be
Can't
found.
speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But also, what?
Didn't expect to see him.
You know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
he's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holds up in a forest and mumbles?
No.
Romantic as you're probably
And
thinking.
that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps, there are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully...
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are...
Huh?
Allow me to jog your... Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you...
Correct. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to... These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia, as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their life. For the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs, even if complications arise, the notion of an academia.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, but there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, an exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that, if you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge.
Extracted? I mean,
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
so the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their... Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge, or perhaps his curiosity...
Human's a little...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
And he doesn't just steal for anyone.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on...
all scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge. But I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the
Sounds like you're really against them.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rule, whether it be academics or knowledge. Everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will... This matter needs to be corrected.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for them?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restricted. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Say...
Probably not. Paimon's not
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strings.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing... He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to...
most important thing you need other than oxygen? To subscribe to the Sweaty Clan channels. Family Guy is no stranger to controversy, so today we're gonna go over some...
We're back!
Angered, disgusted, and made people wish it never came
You
back
must
from
be tired.
Starting with Fahrenheit 451, which managed to...
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served...
Yep, pretty much!
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts.
Huh? Are our friends...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our moves.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words, Faye.
It is simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is... interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after.
Oh, so that's how it is. If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
And the show wouldn't waste time in taking a jab at Bill Cosby and Peter's sister. We now return to the...
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After...
Please, wait! I want to go...
You want to go
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let Paimon feels like we're missing...
Keep up.
Rev the engines!
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Illusion shut! Burn it down!
One with the forest.
Silence!
your head.
Yeah.
Smells like something good is inside.
Try and stop me!
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device. Something that looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around. Let's split up and search the area.
So this scene involving chugging Ipecac and dismal syrup was used to induce vomiting. It was about as creepy as easy to watch.
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the... They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by... I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone...
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru Village.
So, this is the great Dia. You'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, My soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village keep... Mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must...
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these...
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated... With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way...
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as
You look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never...
It's impossible to communicate with. Perhaps we should...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find...
Think you can talk me over with that cunt?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Act?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the...
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rama...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Run!
Well, it's not only her own bird she'll be eating, but a whole spread, too. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you aren't crying into a white
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Sounding like Chris can't exactly walk away. To be fair, if you're just remembering to breathe at work, you're probably going to get out of the theater. But Chris finds adult life isn't all it's cracked up to be when he learns about the terrors of time. Sure, it's just extra paperwork now, but then it becomes a project outlining and planning to overcome a small island nations. That's why I quit my job as and the papers, Chris brings that stress back home.
Full throttle!
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone.
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that to...
Fine.
Idea though. I let those out in my parents' room. Chris quickly reaches his final form. The dad who gets mad about not having enough money.
Maybe the ass flower something's to backfire.
Oh, you're the light.
So Chris basically to drag Mag across the neighborhood like a psycho.
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert, ruins are all that remain to tell the story of the past.
Shine down! Rise with the sun! Enshroud!
Silence!
Rev the engines!
There's no that tingle.
One with the force.
That tingle.
it what you wish to find. Hopefully the excitement of opening it.
I do. You gotta pay good money to see those. But seriously, these earbuds have made working on this channel so nice. I'm gonna be watching several episodes a day while writing.
Burn it down! Full throttle!
Same satisfaction to you. MyRaycon.com/SweatShop. You'll get 15% off the best-selling everyday earbuds. That's right, Raycon is offering 15% off the everyday earbuds when you go to MyRaycon.com.
Sucker for looking for trouble.
Light it up!
Can't see? I'll bury you!
I'm dead.
Is that all you've got?
There is no escape! Rise with the sun!
Settle down.
Illusion shattered! Burn it down! And trap!
We'll meet again.
Keep up. Why is there a chest here?
But the reason Naomi and Dale are actually here is because they've been struggling to have a baby.
Full throttle!
Glad to see they've discussed this as a couple. They're on the same page. They need a healthy female body, and I guess Lois is as good as the mine. Lots to unpack there. Let's just brush that under the rug and go back to that never. And Lois goes through the insemination process, so now it's being on a stick time. You know what's the best way to celebrate a pregnancy?
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word.
It's a one-for-one exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people.
It's great to see Peter take this as seriously as wearing somebody's sweater.
You stay right there!
Except they're to weigh their options. Well, we've got the expert's opinion. We can't forget to get that second opinion from an angry yelling guy in the street.
Boy, mate! What do you think you're doing?
And security.
Don't you see this blade here?
So Peter decides to put a stop to Lois's procedure.
You coward. Why are your hands shaking?
I am here to save you and protect you.
Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
I don't know what 7 of those words were.
Hey, that's more than half, so that's something. Lois is dead set on getting that procedure, but Peter still won't budge.
Lois, you go down there and I'll blow the place up. You would. You've seen Family Guy. You know I would.
Probably the truest thing said in the last 5 minutes. So Peter and Lois decide to have a very
This day's going.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village glowed green with Dendro.
That's all, folks.
Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The Dendro Archon.
Grandpa?
Hey, look around.
There used to be a temple.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed the symbols on the gate belonged to King Deshret's civilization. The structure must be ancient. Over time, it could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise, King!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for him.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord...
He's not actually gonna go in there.
As it happens, I want...
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in...
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating, whether they have anything to do with...
Raman, what are you gonna do about your...
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people.
Before his attention gets diverted by a squirrel. Working squirrel. Thank goodness that brave tree stem.
I'm sorry, but your husband, he's in a coma.
Which is slightly better than being in a semicolon, but not as good as being in a regular colon. Punctuation joke.
This is speak to Peter. He can hear you. Talk about the good time. What he means to you.
Oh man, there are just so many good times to talk about. Lots of good non-PTSD forming memories. But while the family tries to think of one good
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
What? Huh?
Do you see another
Are you mocking me? What?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left up...
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of the...
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might...
But inside Peter's subconscious, it seems like he's making a decision himself.
Wi-Fi password. Oh, there's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if I can't do this on social media before I make it to the afterlife, you're gonna have to kill me to get me to die. So Peter wakes up only to see the pulled plug in Lois's hand.
You pulled the plug on me?
It was a very difficult decision.
And like all difficult decisions, it only took about 5 minutes to decide. And sure, Peter can be mad about it, but Lois claims it was actually a good thing.
It was a relief. That's bad. I said it. You know what it's like being married to you?
I don't know. If my wife told me pulling the plug was the best option, even when I was alive...
I applied for vacation. You remember, too.
I instantly regretted it, and when you woke up, I was overjoyed.
I think we need to reel back and talk more about how chill you were letting Peter go. That seems to be the more important topic at hand. And understandably upset Peter tries to have the family win his forgiveness.
It's full of life here.
They just got up and left.
This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Raman.
5 minutes letting Peter be upset,
Huh?
and you're just ready to throw
Are you mocking?
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be...
It does seem...
Peter's able to stop them from leaving, but let's remember, he is apparently the bad guy in this situation. He's nearly taken off by his family, and then when he's understandably upset, they just pick up and leave. You know how insane of a blow this has to be to get me on Peter's side? I know it's in my name, but this episode had me sweating. And I know Peter was sweating after he got caught letting the kids know that he doesn't like the neighborhood Quahog. So things kick off with the announcement of a new discovery.
The first directly observable instance of a black hole is located outside our solar system.
Wow, this is sure to be a great thing for the human race.
Neptune and Pluto have already been consumed, and scientists estimate that the event horizon will reach Earth by tomorrow.
Oh no, not my favorite Roman god and my second favorite cartoon dog.
Within 24 hours. Oh my god!
Bow your head.
Jumping at the chance to do it now. And as the last minute counts down, Peter only bothers to show up in the final second.
Christ, that's a lot of haircut today.
Look, I'll be damned if I'm gonna go out not looking fresh.
There is no escape! Rise with the sun!
Not now.
Barry, just thought I'd be honest. We're gonna die.
Yeah, about that whole entire world being sucked into the black hole thing. Gotta be kidding me. Sure, man,
Shine down! Burn it down!
Silence!
Illusion shattered!
The night is cold.
Light it up!
Settle down!
So Peter tries his best to make it up to his kids by getting involved in their interests.
What? I'm just trying to take an interest in your interest. My period's not an interest.
You are doing a masterful job, good sir.
So I got some crystal. I think we can do it together as father and son. I don't know about that.
Well, he's batting 2 for 2 at last, but that doesn't seem to work for them, so Peter's gonna need to reach into his heart to find the right person to look back.
I can still be your dad, even if we don't have any of the same interests. What do you say? Are we a family again?
Judging by their expressions, I'm gonna say that's a big fat negative, Ghost Rider. I'll take a try. Lying, your kids.
Who wants a brand new Xbox?
And so the Xbox saves the family from their own.
There is no escape! Burn it down!
Bow your head.
Yeah! Yeah!
Like detectives? Men named Richard? Honestly, he could have been one of several things. He wasn't speaking literally. But he feels a bit of a connection with Richfield because they both share a British accent.
Shine down! Rise with the sun!
Not now.
Silence!
Burn it down! Illusion shattered!
My guiding star.
Light it up!
Couldn't even keep up the touchdown look for 5 minutes. Richfield's reading him like a damn toddler.
Nobody here likes me. Look, to pitch me.
It must be hard to make friends when all you have to do is talk to London Theory and all the other boys want to see how much dirt they fit their pants. The burden of being a genius is truly a heavy one, but it doesn't mean Stewie has to be such a jerk.
It was an accident.
Sure, and Archduke Ferdinand was just accidentally touched by a very fast bullet. But really, he did it because he wants Tyler to like him, but not in the way you may think.
Coding isn't because I'm gay. Calm down.
Well, there you go, Shivers and Family Guy theorists. So he is not gay, but he's not necessarily not gay.
Something I have issues
So he says. If only he could be confident with his real voice.
This isn't even how I really talk. That's how I talk.
I know this is about to be a place free of judgment, but I think I like the old voice better. Who would have thought the only British accent in a family of New Englanders would somehow be the most cool sounding option?
Myself.
And with that, Stewie can finally be just like everybody else, which is starting to not seem as great as a person. Looks like Chekhov's pills are coming in now. Surely Stewie will do the right thing here, right?
Because I can't have anyone know the real me. And so you must die.
That's pretty cool. The man helped Stewie gain some insight into himself when he repays him with death. Look at the glee in that baby's eyes. Killing people is absolutely true to the real Stewie. Even though we've seen him conquer the world and kill countless people, this is still probably one of the darkest things Stewie has done. And all because he got called out for not actually being rich. And Brian and Stewie would call each other out on their flaws in the episode Brian and Stewie, which saw them discussing the value of their lives. So Stewie tacks along with Brian to the bank for some safety deposit box stuff.
The hell are you gonna do with that?
Sure, you're laughing now, but when the dead bird market finally begins to climb, Brian will be the only one laughing. It's not like Stewie should be talking about finances anyway.
Tom Brown, it was $3,000. Is that $3,000 on Twitter?
Yeah, but looking great is priceless. Not like Brian would know anything about that. Does he even wash that collar? Anyway, they go to leave, but the bank mall store closes on him.
I'm not having fun anymore. I'm eating Trinidad.
Great, now Brian's stuck in here without he's around. And no, I'm not talking about Stewie. He's around here, too. So it looks like the two of them are stuck there until morning, but they still have that little brown immediate problem.
I'll be able to stay like this till tomorrow, then. I don't know what you expect me to do about it.
Stewie does. Oh, wait, just some friendly advice. If you happen to be eating right now, maybe you'll... So suddenly the guy that loves eating alone has standards. There seems to be no real way around it, but Brian continues to refuse.
I would shoot myself. How are you gonna shoot yourself? Never got it yet.
I'd still look at the doctor's packet. Well, scrambles for the gun, but it's Stewie who ends up pointing it at Brian. Is this the first time someone's ever demanded this incomplete? For the love of all that is holy, please let that be true. Why, Brian has a moment of clarity. Give yourself battery, they can only make one.
Decide on where these doing. Sick.
Stewie may die in here, but he will not die $3,000 for it.
We had to return a sweater?
So Brian hits Stewie out of anger, the two solve for a bit, and eventually Brian decides to take the
You have to swear. Never tell anybody.
For the benefit of everyone's stomachs, let's just skip past this part. Trust me though, if he does eat it, add a little extra. Let's just leave it at that. Well, after that little bit, at least Brian and Stewie can just take the trauma away until the next tomorrow. Well, what's one more day of Fallout living? If it's good enough for the Fallout games, it's good enough for them. Maybe it could even be fun.
Yeah, I would know if you were using it. Are you what? I go get it.
Oh yeah, that bank vault hysteria is starting to set in. Who would have thought 2 days of no real at each other's throats? So they load Steve, Larry, and rapidly ricocheting bullet, and finally they're ready to calm down to be sensible. Keep it in case. I'm Shaq. So just not dealing with two friends getting drunk and firing guns like any American, and now we're talking life or death medium existence. So Brian basically thinks that he doesn't win and doesn't have a reason to live. Kind of rough considering the guy that gets his reason to live from Brian is sitting next to him.
I heard it right, Brian. If I didn't have you, I'd go.
Though they may not always realize it, Brian and Stewie play integral parts in each other's lives, and each would be considerably worse off without for the other.
I love you. As one loves another.
Honestly, this is the most moving and introspective the show has ever been. Almost makes you forget this episode kicked off with some girl meeting. I almost forgot, but of course I had to ruin it for myself. Thanks, Brian. What a teleportation device would ruin a great trip to Las Vegas, leading the copy.
Rise with the thought! There is no escape!
The night is cold.
Illusion shattered!
My guiding star.
Settle down. Justice is blindsided.
Try and stop me! escape! Light it up!
After Brian spent $200 on plane tickets, you're supposed to flush your money away in Vegas, not before. Before Vegas, though. Alright, let's do it. So they step on the pad, fire a plane, and it doesn't work. But the good news, they may now have radiation poisoning. Yay! No, Stewie, it didn't work. Well, I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but the teleporter is not just a teleporter, but a cloning device as well that sends a copy of the two to send to Vegas.
You know, this is gonna be a good trip, Brian. I really feel like fate is on our side.
You'll soon find out Fate is a bit of a double agent here. So the clones Stewie and Ryan start to enjoy Las Vegas, checking into their hotel, and immediately hitting big.
Oh my god, I don't believe it! Brian, you won the jackpot! This is unbelievable!
No, what's unbelievable is that crowd watching and us swarming on all those coins like a flock of hungry vultures. I'll kick it maybe for some Vegas games, you don't know me. And hours later, the original Brian and Stewie are unable to check into their room and strike out with that same slot machine.
Vegas!
Somebody get Mr. John Vegas on the phone and let him know this is unacceptable. The good life, the originals are forced to shack up in a dirty off-strip hotel. Oh my god, this place is a dump. True. This is usually the kind of place you find yourself in after you've lost everything in Vegas. Maybe if you start from the bottom, there's nowhere left to go but up. Hey, Stewie, I need some more money.
I lost it all, Brian!
Well, what do you know? There is some place to go. So with no money left, maybe it's for the best if I...
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
So, in order to get back on their feet, Brian and Stewie take out a lot of loan shark and put it all in the sports bag.
Lost, Brian! Crap, we're screwed!
Yeah, that's no shocker. Can't rely on loan sharks. Where does a shark even get that kind of money? But in a weird twist of fate, the clone Stewie grabs their own backpack, leaving the originals with all the money.
Bad feeling, Brian. Good feeling, Brian.
Well, pretty soon...
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
They don't have the money anymore, so...
Don't kill him! He's a baby! He's big, remember he was alive! Stewie!
Flawless thought process, Brian.
Wait,
Dead people usually forget they were alive.
what's that?
And back in the crappy hotel, the originals don't realize they have all the money, so they decide to end things their way before the
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something on the...
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and...
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the academia?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. she summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last word.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. With King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, we saw her as nothing more than a traitor who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years...
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool.
Dia, tell my Eremites and I. What?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of but please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is what...
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources.
You seem to finally understand that our true...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out.
Raman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
doesn't sound right, though. But if you need some funny videos, be sure to subscribe to this. Family Guy is no stranger to controversy, so today we're going to go over some of the times you showed
the engines! Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. vengeance!
Raman,
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. But
where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to...
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on...
You should have known that I would be coming.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I don't really...
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham.
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodied this is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectac. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So... this...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's... Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars...
Sure.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close
Yeah? Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try...
Or I can go fetch some...
Oh! Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Peter thinks Brian said 3.
though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense.
So, everyone,
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we could...
The next time we gather here, we must have a
Yep, it'll...
By the way, do you still remember? Your memory is far superior to mine.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies, take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as
He's starting to read his book.
Would you like me to lend you something, Nur?
No way! Your book...
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you. And
Ugh, you're still in no...
you must let me know if there's anything I can... Though I cannot leave Aru Village, I can't help but feel... stirred when I see the looks in your eyes. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
In the past, I never imagined that even the god, if we can find a way to change all of this.
The past few days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken, and none of it'll earn me a single mora. I can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you...
Paimon would buy boatloads of
That's it?
And maybe some tasty...
How adorable. Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. And here's hoping that everything we do from now on...
By the way, do you still remember?
Oh, it's you! Didn't think I'd be running into you here. I guess it's my lucky day. How are your adventures going lately? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting adventure. Oh, I'm talking. I was just so excited to run into someone. Of course! You're the mysterious traveler. If I'm being honest. I guess, but apart from going, so I really. Alright, So it... That's good. So... Cool. That would... Oh... Really? How about we... With wind come... Let's go.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssos.
Instead...
Not now.
Shine down! Light it up!
My guiding stars.
Illusion shattered! Burn it down!
The night is cold.
Silence! No escape!
There is no escape!
My guiding stars.
Shine down! Full throttle!
Settle down! Can't run
Illusion shattered!
My guiding stars!
There is no escape! Rise with the sun!
Bow your head.
The night is cold.
Silence!
Not now.
Illusion shattered!
Prepare yourself.
There is no escape! Burn it down!
The night is cold.
Bow your head.
You can't run from death.
Shine down!
Silence!
Illusion shattered!
My guiding stars!
Rise with the sun!
Bow your head.
Full throttle!
Pay your dues.
Shine down! Burn it down! Light it up! Illusion shattered!
Silence! Can't run from
done!
Not now.
Try and stop me! Yeah.
Pay your dues.
Burn it down!
Settle down. Soon.
Shine down! Light it up!
My guiding stars.
Bow your head. You can't run from death. You can't run from death.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure.
this, and you can probably guess.
I told you I'm right. I told you.
You'd only be innocent, the notorious Kareem, who aggressive beggar confronts about this. Not a bad reference. The Kingsman Church might see you without
My apologies.
So Brian moves into a ditch and realizes lights don't work.
The night is cold.
Full throttle! Light up the blazing sun! Burn it down!
I think I take back any and all sympathy I ever had. God, no, do not give him a second chance. Do not go back in there.
No, but Brian, I will. Oh my God!
If that ever happened to me, I think I could definitely expect a me from me to help my witness. Brian tries to apologize before that makes it out again. He appears to be. But if you don't want to get God, you gotta be in the blood. God's the other person. But you can't catch. That's my motto. Brian doesn't have the money to fix the car, so Stewie makes a phone. And he won't give me $100. Then I'll take care of it. He began to assume Brian even has $100. But Brian takes him up on his plan, and it turns out to actually work. And he has 1,000 for me. Is it really that easy? Alright, putting my life savings first. This is
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning.
So you can't blame her for getting it wrong. Did she just think I was a dude? Why would she think that? Yeah, he doesn't do himself any favors, so he shouldn't be acting those ways. But you know what, this is also worth a little unhealthy overcompensation. Don't get the most badly thing ever. A skeleton holding a gun. That's what my mom said. Sui's talking good old-fashioned.
Light it up!
Freeze!
There is no escape!
Not now.
Pyroclastic surge!
Is this our fate?
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
When the tide comes in, I shall return.
Illusion shattered!
Freeze!
Not now.
Cheap tricks.
Ha!
That won't work. Freeze!
Spots left, you can just put Ryan's car in your pocket. So his aggression does convince the coach to lose. Aw, baby's first CTE there. So now Stewie is lethargic, soft,
Settle down!
Cheap tricks!
Illusion shattered!
Light it up!
My guiding stars.
Silence!
Another there!
Justice is blindsided.
Rise with the sun!
The night is cold.
The tides beckon. Settle down!
There is no escape!
Burn it down!
This is just a dream.
Illusion shattered! Rise with the sun!
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Fall before me!
Silence!
Cut down!
Shine down!
Like this.
Illusion shattered! Burn it down!
Bow your head.
Fall before me!
Wrath from the sky!
Silence!
Fall before me!
Shine down!
Test my freeze!
Light it up! Rev the engines!
Settle down!
Settle this! The wrong test subject! Freeze! I'm ready!
Pyroclastic surge! Time to buckle down.
The end of our legacy.
There is no escape!
Let the mighty be humble!
Fall before me! The wrong test subject!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Bow your head.
An
oversight on my part.
Shine down! There is no escape!
Settle down! The tides beckon.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Just describe it as rustic or old world inspired. That's how rich people describe their barns and they turn into homes.
What I've got to do is find a spectacular house where I can protect this vine to impress Chadley.
Luckily, there are a ton of ways to live a life of barns in one day. Finally, that Malibu Barbie dream house on Airbnb is time to show. You just know.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp,
Sui invites Brian over for a little not desperate at all tea party.
Yeah, you text me once. Stewie, I don't have time to sit there and pretend to get away. Shifts at the Lacey on the Toy Factory
Illusion shattered! Rise with the sun!
Bow your head. Justice is blindsided.
There is no escape!
This will do!
Try it!
Not now.
Silence!
Shine down!
Pick the wrong test subject.
Burn it down!
Bow your head.
Risk is grown, but it poses no threat to me.
Be sanctified.
Illusion! Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
The night is cold.
Settle down.
Fall before me, test subject.
Shine down! Burn it down!
Bow your head.
Cold. Mine's a command.
Illusion shattered! Wrath from the sky!
You win this battle.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's probably just happy to have the attention of so many creatures. But if they want to stop them for good, they'll need to take out the queen. So she's not in combat.
There is no escape! Light it up!
My guiding stars.
Fall before me.
Now you shall perish!
The mortal plane of fleeting victory.
Shine down! Pyroclastic surge!
I got careful.
Settle down.
Reason
Almighty, be humble.
There is no escape! Rise with the sun!
Not now. Stars shine for.
Bow your head.
and you.
Risk is grown, but it poses no threat to me.
Shine down! Burn it down!
The night is cold. Come on. That's not fair.
Silence!
The wrong test subject.
Wrath from the sky!
of an example of the peak male form. Never mind that, Stewie's growth is probably stunted now. He'll be that same height forever. He's built like a brick house. Stewie starts to throw his weight around the house. It was only a matter of time before the boy rage set in. Funny how you can have a steroids will wear off over time, but I wasn't expecting to give Stewie a play face with Steve. But there's no unusual report of this moment more than Ron. Like everyone else. Guess what? But there's at least one upside. Stewie's now part of Black Squirrel. While that's wasn't something Stewie was looking for. No, I'm not talking early 2000s Rockford Battle of Mud, though. Judging by some of those things, and Stewie would treat Ryan like dirt after he builds a robot right to replace him, only to get replaced by the robot himself. You know, his brain could be literally twisted, and it would actually explain a lot about it. Stewie says today's company isn't found on the stage, it's found on Twitter. What he fails to mention is the number of people on there who think they're computers, but actually aren't. Actually started selling specifically when it's time for Ryan to show his stuff, Yvonne's so bored they may have to rename the Little Manhattan Project. Sorry, I was late getting and I was caught in gridlock. Then I left hours. Somehow Ryan discovered a silence that is deafening at the same time. Ryan resorts to reading Stewie's tweets to the audience, which is honestly where I thought stand-up comedy was going to be by now. I kind of feel like we should wait to hear Bill's exploit. But Ryan and funny are two words that don't really belong together, so Stewie decides to do some investigating. You fuck Joe. Did I speak? Yeah, like Joe, not that stupid for me. Hey, Ryan's just embracing the pretty Joe because of Stewie tries to earn his place in the thing by fulfilling a ridiculous request, like chugging a bottle of salad dressing. Yes, that's salty. You hear that, YouTube? It's salad dressing. I feel the strength for this. And when Ryan thinks he can be forcibly limits by like, he finally apologizes for his joke here. So I'm thinking that I may not want to be back. You deserve better than those robots. And nothing reaffirms a friendship. So most Peter are going out of town, they're going to grind. If that disgusting smile doesn't scream responsible adult, I don't know what does. But Meg, being the outspoken 18-year-old that she is, questions why she isn't the one put in charge. Leaving Meg, one put in charge.
This world is... Propagate!
I applied for vacation.